It's pretty cool. We can power on a Rode NTG using this microphone. I'm going to turn the other side. Hello, this is Eric of Not Bio Studio, and today I'm reviewing the Kimafun microphone system. I'm going to be testing this to Android, mobile phone, PC, with different lavalier microphones, the included one, the mic built in, and more. So if you want to see how this device really performs, find out in this review, because I test everything, and that's the point of Not Bio Studio. This was sent to me by Kimafun, but no money was exchanged. This is my own personal opinion of this microphone. Now that's out of the way, let's see what's inside the box. In the box came the manual. We can see right here in many different languages of all sorts. Furry wind cover. It's almost like the Rode Wireless Go in terms of how it's formed. We have our little clips in here. It's nice and fuzzy soft. Also included with this microphone system is the case that holds all our cables up here and the microphone and receiver in here. And that's the nice hard case that comes with this. We also have our phone adapter. You can see the 3 lines on the one side and the stereo cable the other side, all coiled together. And we also have our stereo cable, and this one is to our digital camera, and it also tells you digital camera, says camera on it. We also have a wired lavalier, which is a pretty good deal when it actually has a microphone on the system as well. And we also have an extra little foamy piece. And here is our microphone. On the top we have where our lavaliers go into, and we have our microphone, and here are 2 different lights. When it's charging, it is red, and when it's fully charged, it goes green. And on the back side, we have our little clip with rubber on the back. So unless you're snapping it back, it's not going to snap because we got a little bit of nice rubber right there. We have our USB charging port on this side, our power button, and a volume rocker. I'm not sure if this is multifunction yet. I haven't read the instructions or even used it yet. I have the other side charging still. Here we have our USB Type A that normally connects to your charging device, and the Type C to our individual devices. At this point, we're talking about our receiver end, the part that receives the signal from the microphone. And then I'm going to use a power adapter so we can see what it looks like when the screen's not on yet. I still left the peel on the device, and this is how it looks when it's turned on while it's charging. Let's see if I can get it to the other screen where it shows the battery. There is the battery without the device being turned on, so you can actually see it charging in action. So on the receiver end, we have our headphone, we have our line out, we have our power button, we have our volume rocker as well. Is that right? A volume rocker on both sides on an affordable device. Who would have thunk? We also have our USB, just like the other one, which is Type C. Let's get rid of this peel so we can see what it looks like underneath. And we got more peel underneath that. Who would have thunk? There we go. And let's go to our other one and remove the plastic off of that. I'm getting really full plastic. So here is our microphone again. Let's get rid of this plastic off of this. And there we go. And nice and shiny. And of course, it's nice and shiny till we fingerprint it. There we go. Before I show the audio of this microphone, it should be noted it has noise reduction. That is not noise around you reduction. That is built-in noise reduction of self-noise to give you nice clean sound that doesn't have hiss. Though if you want to reduce the noise around you, you're going to hear audio samples where I'm outside and noise is reduced based upon connection type. This is a first time test of the Kimafun audio device. How am I coming through? I have not played this back yet, so this is new to me just like it's new to you. It is adjustable on the lavalier clip. That is actually very nice to have. I love that they did this, just like the X5 LV2. It gives us another point of having an extra feature because I love this. I don't like being limited to it has to be this way. We can't adjust it. So thank you, Kimafun, for having this adjustable clip. Now we can of course take this off the top of the capsule. Here's what it looks like. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. We are now listening to the included wired lavalier of this device. How am I coming through? First time test, have not played back, and we're going to see how that is after. Now one thing I did notice is on the side of both the receiver and the microphone, not only is this a power button, it's also, and I don't know if you noticed, but I was still speaking, and if there's any pops or a click, let's do that again. Mic test, there we go. And let's try the other side. So again, we see there is a mute right here. Let's see if there's any pops or click as I speak. And of course, we have our volume rocker. In terms of levels, I can see the level right here. We can see it says number 4. And as I turn it up, let's see if we can see that. We can see it goes number 5. And as I go down, 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 down. Okay, let's go back up, 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 up. And I'm back to number 4, out, volume out. This one has no volume level for me to see, so it's going to be totally blinding. Let's try it down, 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 and that's as low as it goes. And let's turn it back up, 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 up. I don't know where I am in terms of volume level because it doesn't show on this side. The audio levels are definitely decent to camera. It's not hugely loud, but it's definitely absolutely decent. I'm hitting, if I go to maximum, I'm hitting to the point where I'll just be clipping the audio. My Sony ZV-1 is at 7 out of 30 volume. Now let's test to my mobile phone and to PC and hear how this sounds. Now I'm speaking to you through the ESR cable and the phone cable included with this device using the microphone direct. I wanted to see if there's any difference in sound using a Saramonic cable with the camera cable connected to it. So if you were to get this and you want to know the best use case scenario, outside, that's what I'd say. It sounds pretty decent. You can hear nature around you. So it's an affordable option for someone, I think, if you're planning to record outside, do some vlogging outside, versus using the proper cable that's included with this device. If it's the same, better, different sound, I don't know. But we'll both find out on playback. This is a lavalier testing here. I'm outside with the lavalier testing this device. How am I coming through? Does it sound nice? Either way, we'll find out in playback. I can hear some water. Can we hear that? Oh, I hear birds too. Don't know what I can hear, but I'm kind of curious. The best sound I got from my mobile phone was using the phone cable together with this ESR adapter. You might wonder why I didn't use it to PC, because I've killed 2 of these adapters connecting them to PC, so don't do it. This is good for your smartphone. We heard it. It sounds good. Now the lavalier itself doesn't have as good defined audio as the built-in microphone, so if you're going outside vlogging, use the built-in mic for the best sound possible. Now the lavalier itself, you notice you could barely hear any birds or anything. It rejects all the sound around it. This has a nice open soundstage, so use case is up to you. We heard it here with the best adapter I could find. I tried several different ones. Kimafun is on Amazon USA, and that's where I heard about their products originally. I had been looking at what products exist in the audio world, and I always look to see what is new. And most recently, when I first heard about Kimafun, it was the very product I'm reviewing today, which is right here, the KM-G50-1. I'll have links below in the description if this is what you're looking for. For the best overall audio experience, I use this cable right here together with my camera cable. I did use another adapter that had more open, vivid soundstage, but at the cost of having sibilance. That means it was very SC the entire time, and that's not what anyone wants. So that's just trying some dynamic range to see how it goes on high pitch versus low. And I can't go any deeper than that, but yeah, this has dynamic range, so that's great if that's what you're looking for. Now, I want to test that headphone out port to see how that works on this particular device so you can actually hear it for yourself. Let's do that. My headphones don't work with the out port, but it does work with the headphone out port, so I can't monitor what I'm doing using a line out with my particular headphone set. Anyways, this is how the headphone out sounds. So there you go. This is how I sound, and I probably have a very slight delay in lip movement versus spoken word. So this way you can see the delay for yourself. Now let's test our lavalier mic the same way we test our microphone. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. And let's see as I approach right here and as I go down here, how is the audio coming through when I'm up close and personal? Is it plosive? But either way, this is where it normally clips and this is where I'm speaking up close. So is there dynamic range? I don't know till I play this back. Yeah. You may wonder how hard or easy it is to attach the little fur muff to this device. Well, let's see. I'm going to put it in the first hole if I can see it, which is very hard to see with the lights in my eyes. And the one thing is, once you attach it, it's not really definitive. There's no click. It just attaches. So once it attaches, and you pull it off just like so. Let's do a quick test with the fur muff off and the fur muff on. So I'll start with it on. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. Right now for mounting on your camera hot shoe, this is very, very hard to get on. So just note that fact. But it can be put on. You're going to have to use a lot of force. Right now I'm trying this with my Rode Lavalier 2. Is this an affordable option to use with the Rode Lavalier 2 if you're planning to go lavalier type? We are now listening to the X5 LV2. If this is coming through clear, that is quite impressive for a lavalier. I have no clue. We're now listening to the X5 LV1 microphone system. And I had to turn my volume down 2 notches because this would be otherwise clipping because the volume is really loud. And again, it's tight to this. And this is a first for a non-locking microphone to be all the way in and getting sound. We are listening to the Sennheiser MKE Essential omnidirectional microphone. It doesn't work great with anything particular. And if I speak really close, I'm sure this sounds really amazing as long as this is not getting too hissy because I have the volume on max. 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. I almost had to turn this down. Actually, I did turn it down because the DDV mic is very loud when connected and made wireless with this particular device. And we have some looseness right here too as well. But yeah, this works to make this wireless. And now it is time to test this microphone system outside. The reception distance is listed at 50 meters for max reception distance. But here's one thing to note. The screen itself is a little bit dim for outside, so I kind of had to cover it to see that it's powered on. I'm going to go down here. I'm flopping the mic around in the wind. It's a pretty windy day today. Can you hear me behind the tree in the post here? Can you hear me? That was just a quick test for fun. So my first marker is 15 feet, 4.5 meters. If it cuts out, that would mean you have to face the camera. So right now I'm cutting out from the camera, but am I clear? Am I cutting out or not? Now let's keep going. Now we're at 25 feet, 7.5 meters. It's very unlikely you're going to go any further than this when talking on camera unless you're purposely going a distance away. And let's keep going. We are now getting to our next distance, and this is 50 feet, 15 meters away. Let's do a turnaround. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And I would expect to cut around by this time already, but if it's still going reception-wise, that'd be pretty awesome otherwise. Now, 75 feet, 25 meters. Can you hear me? I'll do a turnaround, even though I think it's kind of senseless. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And let's go to our next marker. Our next marker here is 100 feet, 30 meters away, and I'll keep on going. Let's see if you can still hear me. We are now approaching our 125 feet, 37.5 meters away. This thing is rated for a maximum of 50 meters away. So this is not some huge long range, but this is quite the distance away still. We are now at 150 feet, which is 45 meters. Let's keep going. And right about here, we are at our 50 meters away, which is the max distance considered for this. So we are now at 175 feet, 52.5 meters. And can you still hear me? I'm just gonna keep on going to 200 feet. There's not much sense to go further because 200 feet, 60 meters is far further than the rating that's made for. But I'll just keep on going just a little bit, just for the fun of it. 225 feet, and that's 67.5 meters. And we are now at 250 feet, 75 meters. Okay, I think I'm done with this here. This microphone system is great for vloggers outside. Here with some headphones on, see for yourself. Check out the adapters that I purchased, because you can't just use any random adapter and hope it's going to be just as good, because your adapter to PC, mobile phone, does make a difference. Now, for the built-in microphone, it is more defined and picks up more sounds around you than the lavalier that's included. So if you want to eject sound around you, use the lavalier. Now, one thing I did find about this is when you press the mute key, you can't tell which one is muted. I did that a couple times where I didn't know which one to press mute on, and I'm playing mute tag to find out which one it is, because there's nothing showing where there's muted. And in terms of battery life, I think it's fairly accurate. I did not have to charge the device while testing all day. I'm going to give you my completely objective opinion compared to the much more expensive microphones, because some people expect a $90 microphone to sound like a $300 microphone. In terms of indoor audio in a silent studio, there are some notable sound distortions that can be heard. It's not really bad, but it's noticeable. You are getting the value that you pay for. Making things wireless, the sound is a bit hollow. But again, it can actually do it, and that's the point of showing this, that it can actually make devices wireless and actually does work with wired lavaliers. Doesn't sound like a device 2 to 3 times more expensive, but it's not meant to, or this would be 2 to 3 times more expensive. If you are a vlogger, I'd 100% recommend this, because it punches double its price point for vlogging outside using the correct adapter, as I did on mobile phone using the built-in microphone. Sure, it's not going to sound like the most expensive microphone in the world, but it's definitely going to be comparable to something double its price. Don't forget, subscribe to Not Bios. Links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a most wonderful day. And this pops off a little easier than just like the Rode Wireless Go 1. Same system, but it works.